Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Catch-Up Show. Here we are on the 11th of April 2025. Great week this week. Done lots of modelling, lots of work on this thing, as you can see down in front on the actual Marauder. We've done a couple of kit reviews. We've had various live shows. I think we've done 3 technically this week and things like that. So we've had an auction as well, and you name it, we've done it. So it's been a really busy week as always. So anyway, all started on Monday. We had part 7 of the actual Marauder go up. And this is obviously all about the metalwork. So after talking about doing gloss work and making gloss work as good as we possibly could and nice and perfectioned, we ended up getting the gloss black right the way over, a nice sticky wet coat, let that dry, and it looked absolutely fantastic. So with that dry, then we could come into the actual aluminium coat on this one. So we're using extreme metals, and to be honest, I always find aluminium on its own too shiny. One of my sort of things with all the extreme metals range is that I find them too shiny. So I tend to knock it back a bit. So we tend to use dark aluminium and aluminium for the base colors, and then I don't go so much near the polished looks because I think they're just a little bit too shiny. All right, so anyway, usual thing with these paints, are very, very forgiving. You can just whack them down, neat out the bottle, put it down. I'm spraying it around about 10 to maybe 12 psi right the way over the entire thing. And again, the great thing with extreme metals, it doesn't matter if you flood it on or if you just put it on gently and lots of layers, whichever way you want to do it, seems to just go down really, really well. We left it a good few days to dry. In fact, we gave it 4 days to dry off before we went near it with anything else. All right, so that's all looking very nice. And then we went round with some normal aluminium to do some post shading. So the post shading, as you can see in the middle of the panel, things like that, just to break up the aluminium effect, give it a little bit more of a shine in some areas as well. And we treated each panel individually and just worked our way through. It's just a great way of breaking it up just a little bit. With that done, we sort of, looked at a few reference photos of Marauders and things like that. This outer skin panel, it's not only the one that I saw on one reference, I saw 4 or 5 different ones, including other ones which aren't in the metal finish that are actually in like olive drab and things like that. They seem to get this panel replaced a lot. I don't know if it's flak damage or maybe stress, I don't know, but whichever way, there's a lot of them with it. So I decided to go along the same basis. We used a little bit of a mix out of that one, and we picked out one of the ones on an opposite tail on the back. And with that done, you can see the real contrast in the colors with that, exactly what we were after with it. And then it was just a case of going through all the rest of it just like that. All right, so again, it's one of those ones where just taking your time, going through step by step all the way through, you'll be absolutely fine. But as you'll find out in the next part, which will be up with you on Monday, we did have a little bit of a ghost seam down in there, so we decided to take care of it as well. So that's the other thing to this one, to making sure it's perfect as it could be all the way through. Anyway, that was up with you on Monday. Tuesday, as I say, we can see about this one. We were talking a lot about our new jig that I'm currently developing and designing and all the rest of it. So I was doing a little bit of thing for the members so they could have a little bit of a look at it. And we were talking about using it for holding things in different angles and all the different things you can use with it and different aircraft types and things like that as well, and going right the way through. And again, it's one of those ones where it's got lots of uses. You can use it just for squaring everything off and making sure everything's good. You can use it for holding work right the way through. And again, thank you to all the feedback from all the members who have come up with some great items on this one all the way through. It's pretty close to being released, I reckon, within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out to you. And again, with all the different things that people have been saying and stuff like that, what we will be doing is obviously a couple of upgrade sets for it as well, for doing other types of things. So again, you'll be able to do bigger items and stuff like that as well. But with all of that said, it's looking very, very nice all the way through, and you can use it to your heart's content on whichever you like. So anyway, that should be coming around in about 2 weeks' time. But I do have to thank all the membership for their fantastic ideas that have been incorporated into this design and how we're using it and so forth and so on. So anyway, if you want to see more details about this one, keep an eye out on social media, because within the next 2 weeks, you're going to get flooded with it and it'll be out absolutely everywhere. But hopefully we can go into full production with this within the next couple of weeks. All right. And then obviously on to Wednesday. So we were talking about working obviously on the bomber and obviously doing this yellow on the front. And we were talking about using the color swatches for this one to try and get this correct yellow and all things like that. Also, we had the review up for you on the gorgeous Gecko Land Rover. So it's a Series 1 proper Land Rover. Down in here as well. And again, it's a really, really nice kit. Typical of Gecko right the way through. Very detailed all the way through. You've got a lot of photo etch in those areas where, to be honest, it does need it. So all the areas you'd expect to have it down in here, it's got it. Got some nice guns. You've got the trailer on the back. so forth and so on. You get all the stowage as well. So this one here is sort of a Korean version of it. So again, really nice bit of photo etch down in there. The moulding and the parts beautifully done as always by Gecko. If you're a Land Rover fan, such as myself, you'll absolutely love this one. And again, it's one of those ones, having owned this particular one, or I owned an 86 inch, to be honest, couldn't afford an 80. They were like hen's teeth in the 90s, because everyone was doing Land Rover trials with them. Now, God, I hate to think what they're worth now. But yeah, anyway, lots of bits and pieces down in here, as you can see with this one. Really very, very nice. I don't think you'll be disappointed with this. Even if you're not a Land Rover fan, you're going to love this particular kit. It's very, very nice indeed. Anyway, you can go off and have a look at that review now. It's up on the actual review section. Obviously, as always, just click over to reviews up here. You'll be taken down, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not getting near thousands of reviews up there now that have been done over the last sort of 25 years on with that one. And then on Wednesday night, we had the auction. So we had one of our live auctions with obviously me and my Matt going right the way through. We were talking about, obviously, these are all brand new kits in some cases. Some of them were some of my old review ones, and other ones were out of my stash as well. So again, we were going right the way through. There's me on my gavel and all the rest of it. And we were selling off loads of kits at very much bargain prices all the way through. Thank you to everybody who sort of bid on these ones. Obviously the guys who won them and everything else. All of mine are going out tomorrow. They're all packaged up, the sat in the kitchen, all ready for collection tomorrow. So they'll be going out in the post. So you should have them, I think, Tuesday right the way through. So thank you to everybody who bidded on those ones. They are coming out as well. Anyway, on Thursday night, myself and the team were all on last night, having a good old giggle about what we were getting up to over in Germany over the weekend, and various tales from that. Plus the fact we were obviously looking at what we've been working on at the moment and what we've all been doing, and all the usual fun, giggles and laughter that we have doing these particular shows. I was talking about obviously what I've had in, some of the kits, which you'll see in a moment as well, and obviously the guys were showing what they've been up to. Plus the fact we was having a look at the great work from you guys from the actual Matchbox reveal section. So you'll be getting this at the end of the show anyway. So lots of stuff up on that particular one. And obviously we're trying to work out what colour green this is on there. So it's definitely, I don't think it's Lincoln green, because that one's definitely more lighter colour than that. But yes, so we were going through all the trials and tribulations on that one. We were talking about SWAT stickers and lots of other topics as well were covered down on this one. So anyway, if you want to catch up with this one, members, you can go back now. You can see this one up with you right now. And that gets us pretty much up to date what we've been up to this week. And again, been pushing on a lot with the said Marauder. So here it is. Oh, the engine and the cells are not fixed in, clearly, as I've just proven. All right, so we've actually got the invasion stripes on. They are on down in there as well, so they're all looking very much the part. And again, we have done the engines. We've got the engines put together now. We've got the actual engine and the cells all painted up and ready to go on, and these literally just a beautiful fit onto this as well, so that's all nice. So next up for this one, we'll be getting the decals onto it. So we've got these gorgeous decals to get on with this guy all the way over it. So we're going to have lots of fun getting those on, and it'll really then hopefully all come to life. But it's looking very much the part down in here, looking very, very good. Then we can get on with painting and weathering and doing all the other good stuff with this one. So hopefully we'll be having a lot of fun, especially with the weathering, because I really like to weather over the metal finishes. And obviously we use my clay wash because it's safe on this, but also we can use oils, neat and stuff like that to really weather this thing in. So it might not look it, but actually I think by the end of next week we should be really pushing into this one coming up to Easter as well. So I want to break the back of this one up to Easter and over Easter, so we've got a clean sheet after Easter with moving on to something new. So next week really getting my bum in gear with this, pushing on all the way through. But still got loads of stuff still to come up as well. So I've still got to come up with reviews. We've got the gorgeous Beaver as well from Dora. We've got that gorgeous Hind, which would be interesting to see what this one's like, because as I say, wasn't impressed with the Apache, was blown away by the Huey, so I'm wondering what that one's like. So we've got that one as well. I've got another great one because it's a bargain price at the moment as well. This is the Riffield Models King Tiger. So I've got a review of that one coming up shortly. Also, because, again, this is one of those you're going to get a nostalgia, and it'll be me whinging on, harping on about how the 90s were great for me doing commission work. This particular kit saved my life. Not as much as the Phantom, because the Phantom is great because you can knock them out, 2 days work, they're done. this thing was a lot more and cost me a lot of headaches doing its commission work, purely because not only is it takes a lot longer to build on a commission, but also getting it to the client without in one bit, because there's lots of fiddly lumpy bumpy bits on a Tomcat, where a Phantom you can get away with quite easily. So anyway, going to have the review of this one up, and I am going to be building it later on this year, just to annoy Matt because it's a Tomcat. Speaking of cats, I have got one. Now, I'm not in a mass rush to do this because, to be honest, you're probably all bored shitless with everything that's on the YouTube and all the rest of it of everyone building this kit anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm do it at some point. I will do a review of it as well as my take, but let's face it, I only got mine yesterday, so you know, like the rest of the masses. So anyway, I will obviously do a review of this one, but we've got some other reviews to come up, so hopefully you won't be too sort of knackered and put off by another review of a Jaguar when I get around to doing it as well. I'm hopeful that we're going to get Pranjit on, obviously the designer of this particular kit, and he can give us a little bit of a step through, walk through of how he went through the design process as well. So that will be a free to watch special at some point in the near future as well. He did say he'd come on and do it like he did for the Buccaneer and other kits that he's worked on as well. So now I've got it, I can actually talk about something, but I couldn't do it because I didn't even have the kit. I'm one of you. I have to buy my kits, and that one cost me as well. I paid hard cash for that particular kit. So no freebies or giveaways here. Anyway, that is about it for this week. It's been a fantastic week. As I said, really looking forward to getting this thing, getting the decals onto it. I think it's going to be mega when this thing's decaled up and all the rest of it. I'm really pushing on with this one. Got the kit reviews to come through as well. So hopefully I'll get 2 or 3 kit reviews to you done running up to Easter. And then obviously it gives you something to watch over Easter, as always, on that particular one. Just recently, we've just finished off Matchbox March. Every March, we all build Matchbox, so we basically give plastic to the gods in the sky of Matchbox kits, which I know the collectors out there hate us for, but obviously we believe in kits are supposed to be built, not just left to gather dust and pancake and do all the rest of it. So we say every March, we sacrifice around about 100 Matchbox kits to the gods, and again, hopefully we come out with some great ones. And I think what we learned over the last, you know, sort of month of building them, that actually Matchbox, they were really, really good kits. We didn't appreciate them at the time in the 80s of really how good a kit manufacturer they were, especially me. I just took them for granted that, yeah, they're okay. Actually, as you're going to see in a moment, they produce some really good kits. And seeing as Revell are still knocking them out today, it just shows actually they're not too bad at all. So anyway, sit back for the next couple of minutes, have a look at the great work that the Flory members have been doing over the last month with that particular build. Anyway, that's it from me. Happy modelling. Take care. I'll catch you all next week.